Welcome to another after battle ranked commentary video. I am fighting Doolin for the umpteenth time. I have fought this guy and I get sick of fighting him every single time because he's only beaten me once. But every single time I play this guy, he just makes me so nervous because of his the way he fights is just so weird. I am not used to I'm used to like I see in the chat, it's like it's you again. I realize who I'm fighting, and I'm just like, oh, I'm fighting Doolin again. Like I don't want to fight Doolin, like at all. Like he makes me nervous every single time because I never know what he's doing. The entire time I never know what he's doing. The entire time I fight him. Anyway, so real quick, I realized fast of my position, and I realized, yeah, I am well and truly just boned. Now I do realize it's a defensible location. Also, I do know that he is here, and I'm like looking at like really he's right here. I have to get him when he's right here. Dueling, like why can't I be 1,000 miles away? What? Okay, real quick. Why is it whenever I'm fighting like good or decent players, I get the worst maps in history, but then I'm fighting like against some like guy who's never even played War Selection, and I get the best maps. I get the most amazing maps, the maps that make me want to say, "Oh, thank you, War Selection, for this gift. Thank you, God, for giving me this awesome map." But then I fight against like something like Excalibur or like X Factor, and I'm like, "Oh, I lost. What's the point of playing?" That's what I feel like when I'm fighting against Doolin, and that's what when I fight against Doolin. I'm like sitting here like, again. It's always like a cramped map too. Like whenever I'm like fighting against Doolin, I'm always cramped. I can't freaking move anywhere. Anyway, I'm well aware of my position, and I don't try to rush the temple. I try to get fight pits up as fast as possible. But here's the problem: I have virtually no food. Now I do kill a few deer. I kill like 2 deer. I think I kill a few more, and I do have a few fish here and here. And I do realize the fish. I'm like, okay, thank you for this blessing of just bountiful amount of fish. Look at all this fish. Meanwhile, he does not have that luxury. He has a nice tree line though, and some fish. You got 1, 2, 3, 3 fishes and some some deer and some alligators. Meanwhile, I only have 1, 2 alligators to deal with. And I wanted to build out here, but I couldn't because there was a mammoth and a tiger, and I wasn't going to waste my time dealing with that. You can chat. Okay, you don't need to see that. And he goes out, and honestly, he has so much more of an advantage in terms of just his space that he could build. Now, it's not that good of a space because something you need to know about War Section. When you see stone mines like this, when it's all like cramped like this, either A, the map is like really thin in terms of like, not in terms of like you're close by each other, but sometimes, like for example, let's say he was on this island and I was on this island, and there was like a land bridge connecting, but it was like a maybe slight tiny little islands like halfway through. Then sometimes War Section will do this because it's trying to have it has like a set amount of mines per map. You would always find like a set amount of stone mines, a set amount of iron mines per map. The tree line is random though, so don't expect much of the tree line. Let's see. As you can see, my scout just gets. I think my scout just dies here. I don't remember. But he doesn't press the attack. Okay, so he goes in for these gators, which actually no, he doesn't even go in for the gators. No, he goes in for gators here though. So I realize I'm just like kind of like boned, and also I didn't know about this at first, so like I'm like, oh shit, run. I debated on what to do with the man. I thought like like I should bring it here to get the food, but I'm like, no, I don't have the time to do this. I have three. I just built 3 fight pits. I have this, and I try to rush to Asia too, cause I needed the poultry farm, desperately. I needed like food desperately, and as you can see, he has far more stone warriors than I do. Oh, I also attack first. I have like at most like between 8 to 10 stone warriors in this fight. I send them in because the reason I send them in because I wanted to scare him a little bit. I just wanted to like test his defenses, trying to get him properly, like I should probably hold back a little bit. Had he sent this in, yeah, had he sent in like the stone warriors were literally right after, like I would have been boned. Like there was like had he sent in the stone warriors any time in this match, gone. I would have just been gone. Like right here, like this amount right here, gone. I would have been gone. How many is this? 22? Yep, gone. Right here, fully upgraded. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here with 12. Yeah, gone. I'm like, there's nothing I could have done, but he doesn't attack. And so me sending these constant little raids at him, trying to go straight for the workers, is probably what saved me. Not even kidding you. I try to go for the workers, trying to scare him. I'm trying to keep his army here. Oh, real quick, I also go for this stonecutter. Now the reason I go for the stonecutter, like going for the stonecutter would have been completely useless because he does go Asia, but it was an opportunistic attack. So I'm like, okay, go for it. His army wasn't here. His army was trying to move forward, but I just stop him. And again, I sent in another wave of stone warriors. I'm just gonna constantly send these small raids, and each time I know they're gonna die. I have absolutely no chance of winning. I've given up the chance of winning this match. But I keep pushing the attack. Again, I go for the stone warriors, and also I see like those little honey patch. I'm like, oh yes, sweet. So I try to go in for the workers. I do kill quite a few of them, like 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, quite a few. Okay, real quick. As you can see, this time I finally have a huge army massed up. And I'm like, okay, now let's try to, push him back. Well, at the same time, he decides to finally send his army in. And I'm like, hopefully he pulls them back and lets them follow. He doesn't. So instead he goes straight for the temple. Meanwhile, I'm going straight for whatever I can go for. I take some stone warriors, or really what's left what I had here. And I think he's going for my workers, so I pull them all back. No, he's going straight for the temple. And I realize this, and I'm like, oh no, 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 no. Like I'm debating whether my workers can actually get here in time. This he is dropping fast. Like it's already at 200. Meanwhile, I just let my stone warrior just go loose in this whole area. This completely just went loose here. I just did not care. Like here's the thing, whoever survived this attack. Like, if I survive this attack, I win. If he, but if I don't survive the attack, he wins. So I just kind of like let them fight. I let my workers fight, because I know that if I can kill these stone warriors, I win. And I see my Stone Warriors just going wild. I killed everything he had. He has nothing else. Meanwhile, I still have a reasonable amount of units. So somehow, again, I pull a win straight out my ass. Again, I don't know how I managed to do this. Like, had he sent in any form attack early, gone. Just straight up. Gone. Out the window. I would have been freaking into downtown by then. Had he attacked even once in Forge's beginning. He did not. So, as you can see, I completely wiped his base with the Stone Warriors I had. I also pulled my warriors back here too. Okay, never mind. You don't need to know. Again, I don't know how I managed to win. But I did. I guess just sending constant annoying raids at someone helps. So if you're at so if you're Stone Warrior rushing and you know you're gonna lose against a strong opponent, just send constant annoying raids at them. And if it works, it works. And if it doesn't work, you're dead. It's as simple as that. If it works, you can survive a little bit longer. If it doesn't work, I'm sorry. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this video. Leave a like, comment, and I will see you all next time.